Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Boy, do I need a haircut.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
For the identity of the real Marty Levinson, please stay tuned to the Northtown News Magazine.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show of shows with your greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Myers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Thanks for joining us today. It is judicial season. Jewish Chicago will be coming out at the end of February, so if you want to participate, the time to do so is now. And we thank you very much. It is a pleasure to introduce you to a candidate for the Circuit Court of Cook County, Stephen Feldman. How you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you.
First of all, my pleasure meeting you. And why don't you tell us something about your background?
Sure. I grew up in Chicago, born and raised here. I went to Francis Parker High School, which is on Lincoln Park on Clark Street. After high school, I went to Ohio State University, where I got my bachelor's degree. After college, I came home, went to law school at John Marshall, and then I started working for the City of Chicago in the Corporation Counsel's office as a prosecutor. I was primarily assigned to traffic court and administrative hearings. After that, I moved on to the Illinois Securities Department, where I did securities regulation. And then in 2003, I opened up my own law practice. My practice is general in nature, but I have an emphasis on criminal defense and DUI defense. But I've handled all kinds of cases, lots of civil cases, real estate closings. You know, when I opened the door, you took whatever would come in. But now it's mostly criminal and DUI defense. Additionally, I'm also a hearing officer at the Secretary of State's office, where in the administrative hearings department, and I teach trial advocacy at John Marshall.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah, it sounds like you've got a very well-rounded background.
Yes, I have 3 jobs. I'm quite busy.
Well, busy is definitely good. So, what made you decide to run for judge?
Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to do, and I finally feel like I'm ready to do it at this time. The reason I want to do it is because of what I believe a judge is and what a judge should be. You know, a judge is a person who is expected to be independent, honorable, fair, and treat everybody with respect. They should also be knowledgeable. Judges are also called upon to make difficult decisions that have a significant impact on a person's life. You know, I believe that my experiences as a lawyer, as a hearing officer, and as a law professor have prepared me to take the next step in my career.
You know, you bring up a very good point. People don't realize, a lot of people don't even bother to get to the judicial part of the ballot.
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate because when you go before a judge, it has a lot more effect on you than who your senator is and how he votes on air emissions.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I agree.
I mean, you're talking about freedom, you're talking about your family, you're talking about possible divorce, your house, property, all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. Money, if a judge may award money to somebody, make you order a party to pay money to another person. They decide divorce cases, custody issues, criminal cases. They decide a person's liberty is at stake. You're absolutely correct. These are very important decisions that judges make every day, and we need the right people in those positions.
That's very important, and I know you've been interviewed by the bar, but your ratings aren't out, so we'll be checking on that as time goes.
That would be fine.
When you pick up Jewish Chicago, we'll be talking about that stuff. I'd also like to, there's point out that why not start at the bottom of the ballot this time instead of starting at the top, with these unimportant races like governor and all that. So, and by the way, the primary is the election when it comes to judges.
It is. In Cook County it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure there might be 1 or 2 Republicans on the ballot if they manage to stay on.
Hmm? That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. Yeah, if a person wants to participate in the judicial elections in Cook County, you need to take a Democratic ticket. You have to go to your polling place and ask and declare yourself ask for a Democratic ballot, so you can then participate in the judicial elections.
And you know, you'd be really surprised how many people that are not qualified that run for judge and actually get elected to judge and that get retained later. So it's really important to do your homework, and in Jewish Chicago we always have very extensive ratings. You can go to the Chicago Bar Association site also. Check their ratings. There's about a dozen different organizations that rate judges. And it's very important to know who you're putting in that position, because even if it's not you, it could be your neighbor, it could be your uncle, it could be your cousin. Who knows? You know, it has a big effect on people's lives. There's no question about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's when you run for judge, there's different rules about campaigning. You can't go out and promise people 40 acres and a mule and all that.
I wouldn't do something like that. No. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't promise anybody anything. You know. In fact, when I was out circulating my own petitions myself,
Yeah.
and I collected almost 1,000 signatures on my
Wow.
own, and people would often ask me, you know, what are you going to do for me? And I would tell them honestly, you know, nothing. You know, judges are not advocates. A judge's job is to make decisions. And I tell them, I look them in the eye, I say, if I do prevail, if I do make it to the bench, if a person's ever in my courtroom, I promise I'll treat you with dignity and respect, and give you a full and complete opportunity to be heard. That's all you get.
No, absolutely. That's the right way to do things. There's no question about it. And I tell you, it's good that you went out and get your own petitions, because I guess that's one way you can meet people.
Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of very interesting people. You know, a lot of very interesting people.
Yeah,
it was very good.
Are you hitting community meetings, the banquet circuit, the whole shot?
A little bit. I'm getting in the swing of it now. Yeah, I'm just starting to do that now. We had a function last night, and I'll be speaking at an alumni association meeting for the Ohio State University
very
Chicago
nice.
chapter. I'll be speaking there next week. Yes, there's some bar association functions I'll be attending as well.
Yeah, really good basketball teams over there.
Football too. Football too.
Football, no question. And we won't even speak about Illinois along those lines.
They're getting better.
No, there's no question. I think Chris Collins will help some. And
Oh yes.
you know, at least they were number 23 in ratings before they took a header to Northwestern. But you know, if people want to contact your campaign or find out more about you, do you have a website?
I do. My website is www.votefeldmanforjudge.com. That's www.votefeldmanforjudge.com.
And if people wanted you to speak at an event or anything like that, are you available?
Absolutely. You can contact me through my website. The contact information is on the website. And again, that's www.votefeldmanforjudge.com.
And what judicial race are you running in?
I am running countywide, so anybody who lives in Cook County can vote for me in my election. I'm seeking the Reyes vacancy.
Stephen Feldman, running for the Reyes vacancy of the Circuit Court of Cook County. I want to wish you luck on the campaign and the election, and all the best.
Thanks, Avi. Pleasure
Thank
being
you.
here.